Hello. I am so excited to be here today. Happy Monday. And I'm here with my friend Andrea Duffy, who is one of the managers at Annmarie Skincare. And I'm so excited to share today because we're going to do a little facial for you. And welcome, Andrea. It's nice to have you here.
Yeah,
So,
thank you
yeah.
for having me. It's fun. I love getting to the opportunity to do like a mid-afternoon spa experience. So it's the best of both worlds.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Well, yeah, great. So basically just a little bit about Annmarie Skincare is we've been around for about 13 years, so we're not a brand new company. We're known for an infusion process. All of our products are either start in a vat of aloe vera or cold pressed seed oils, where a lot of other products, their primary ingredient is water. We use very, very, very little water, if any, in our products. So you're getting something that is super, super concentrated. So a little goes a long way. I think so that's always important to let people know, because when they look at the product, they're like, how soon am I going to have to reorder this and things like that. And it does last a lot longer, just because it is more of a concentrated product. And today, when we're going through our facial, definitely let me know if you have any questions. I know we both used the product, so yeah, I'm excited to get started.
I'm super excited to share and to have you here because I've shared this product for years now and I've used it myself. And, I'm really 85 years old. I always say that if you want to lie about your age, you should lie up so that you look better for your age than if you say I'm 54, and I'm like, oh, well,
Yeah,
that's,
totally.
yeah. But so anyway, um, I love all of the products. So I'm really excited that you're sharing them.
Yeah. So obviously, first I'm going to start with the cleanser, because cleansing is always a super important step.
Mhm.
One not to be missed. You want to cleanse in the morning and night. This cleanser is our aloe herb cleanser, and this is a pH balance cleanser that is derived of natural oils and fatty acids. So it looks, sorry, it's always backwards. There we go. Looks like this. So I'm just going to kind of splash water on my face, get it wet, and then rub it in. And you can use a facial brush when you're cleansing if you want a deeper cleanse. This cleanser is made for all skin types. So regardless if you're someone who's super sensitive, you can use this cleanser. It has coconut oil in it, aloe vera, calendula, and it has essential oils in there, and primarily a lemon essential oil. So that's the aroma you're going to get when you're using this facial cleanser, which it feels and it smells so good. So I do massage it in and take a moment just to massage, breathe it in. I always tell people, like, often this is the only time we spend time with ourselves is when we're cleansing, and in the morning and the afternoon. So take a little extra time and really work it in and make it feel good.
Mhm.
Um, Let me rinse this off and then we'll move on to the next step. Do you use the aloe herb cleanser?
Yeah, and I love that's one of the things that I love about these products is their smell is so light and gentle, and there's not any artificial sensation with any of the products.
Yeah.
So that's and the cleanser too is it doesn't make your skin feel all dry and parched when you're done, which I think is important in relation to keeping your skin healthy, is to make sure that it doesn't get stripped of its natural
Yeah.
oils and things like that.
I
So
feel like stripping your skin is like something that we did in the 80s and 90s, and we just don't do it anymore, which is so great because you just
yeah.
don't need to. And the next step, just kind of going into this, is a manual exfoliant. It's the kaolin micro exfoliant. And this is best for just kind of removing dead skin and impurities. Throughout the day, we do take on a lot of outside impurities that can kind of get bogged down in the skin. So because this is a manual exfoliant versus like a gel exfoliant, it goes in, it's a little bit gritty. It has diatomaceous earth in it, which causes some of that grittiness. It does have a kaolin green clay as well. The kaolin green clay helps with absorbing some of those oils. So as I'm putting it on, I'm really going light though. This also has an essential oil of lavender, and lavender is very soothing and calming for the skin. So it helps with reducing that appearance of redness that can happen. And I'm going to go give it a little extra love. I am 43, but I still, every once in a while, will get a love pimple. So I had one right in between my eyes, which was like a lot of fun because my kids started school this week. So I had to meet all of their teachers with a pimple right in between. Can't be too hard on ourselves. All right, I'm going to rinse this one real quick. And I recommend that you exfoliate anywhere from 2 to 3 times per week if you want optimum skin texture. All right. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm just going to tone through all of my steps. So I have a neroli toner, and that just helps with activating and absorbing some of the products that I'm going to be using. The neroli toner is a pretty simple blend. It only has about 4 ingredients total, maybe 6. I don't know. Not a lot. It's really gentle. It's non-irritating, and the scent comes from an orange blossom. If you've never smelled neroli before, it's very, very soothing. I carry toner with me. It's my everyday, everything type of thing that I do, just because it does waken up your skin, and it gives you some additional hydration and protection throughout the day. So as I'm working at my desk, I'll tone, or I have one like just kind of tucked away to my purse, and I'll pull it out if I notice that my skin's kind of dulling. So my next step is the illuminating pearl mask, which I already kind of put my finger in. And this is a brightening mask. Have you used the illuminating pearl mask yet?
No, I use that honey. What's that one called? Honey something.
The honey coconut mask.
Oh my God. You could eat that mask. It's so like, literally, if I accidentally get it close to my mouth, it tastes like honey. And I'm like, that's so yummy. I usually do that in the shower, and I just love that one.
Actually, during one of Facebook Live, we had somebody who somebody buttered their toast with it and ate it.
Are you serious?
It was good.
Yeah, that's funny.
So you kind of put this on as a thin layer. With the illuminating pearl mask, you can leave it on for about 15 minutes, but you can leave it on much, much longer. I know a lot of us in our team, when we jump on calls and stuff like that, we'll have it on for hours, and it's also super gentle. So you can leave it on for a longer period of time. It does have pearl in it, and it's a sustainable source pearl. So a couple more things just about Annmarie skincare as we let this sit for a minute, is we do focus a lot on sustainability. Each year over year, we will post a report on what we've changed within our products and what we've done to make them even more sustainable. But our boxes are made in a wind power facility. Our paper is made in a wind power facility. We have eco-friendly printing that we do. Most of our products come in glass, Miran glass, or like the kaolin, this comes in aluminum tube, just because it's easier to push it out versus a glass, just because it's more gritty. Some of our shower products, they also come in an aluminum container, which you can actually repurpose those and use them for other items as well. We do everything that we possibly can within our ingredients too, just to make sure that those stay sustainable, constantly going back and revetting our sources, revetting the farmers that we use, just to make sure that those, wastewater is being used properly, fair wages are being paid, and just positive intention from start to finish. That's one of the reasons that I started working in Annmarie Skincare about 5 years ago, is just because I loved our values and our mission. I loved the products. So it was like everything was aligned for me. And that was how Annmarie Skincare was founded just basically with Kevin and Annmarie, who were just traveling around, and they had a show called the Renegade Health Show. And this was like 15 years ago. So anyone who's been in health and wellness for a long time, they might have watched that YouTube channel, because it was kind of a YouTube channel. It was super popular before YouTube channels were actually even popular. And
that was their show when I first met Kevin and Annmarie. So,
yay! You saw them when they were just traveling?
Yeah, well, I don't know if they were traveling when they did the show, because it was about 10 years ago, I think, that I was on their show. So I don't know if they were still traveling then, but.
Oh yeah, they might have been done, but they did. Yeah, they traveled around in a vegetable-powered RV for about 3 years, and visiting farms and vetting sources, but focusing on food. But then Annmarie just kind of discovered the skincare industry and everything that was going on with it, and how you can have ingredients and not have to have them on the label. And she was just appalled. She could not believe that something that you'd be putting in your skin, you could not know what the ingredient in. They could be hidden under fragrance or and it's something that still happens to this day. So we have a truth in labeling that we do with our product. So every single thing that you're going to find in our product is on the label. We use organic sources and wild crafted sources. So not every ingredient is organic, because we found a farm that has natural wild crafting going on, and it's cleaner than organic. So we want to give you the best of the best. We're not going to just cut corners just to have a label.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm going to rinse this mask off real quick. And the next part that we're going to do that's so exciting is we're going to gua sha. So I think we're going to do it together.
Yeah. Got my little gua sha thingy. I think I bought it from you guys, I think.
Yeah, that's jade.
Yeah.
That one I have it looks just like mine. So and I think we're the only one that makes them this way.
Yeah.
So when you gua sha, what you want to do, I'm just going to tone again, because I'm just going to tone between each step. And then you do want to put oil on your face. So we're going to kind of go out of order. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to keep the order, and I'm going to do our anti-aging serum, and I'm going to oil, just so we can kind of go through both of them. So serum, I know serum's your most favorite. So this is the anti-aging serum.
I just heard there's a new one that I haven't ordered called a Divine Feminine or.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm interested in trying that one, but I use the citrus stem cell serum and the anti-aging serum, both on different days, depending. And then I use those wild fruit serums as well. Those are so good. So
they are so good. Yeah, all our serums have different active ingredients. So basically, serum you can always think of as like food for your skin. So when you go in and you serum, you want to put it on, and then you can lock it in with an oil. That's your moisturizer. The anti-aging serum is going to firm. It's going to leave your skin visibly tighter, and it hydrates your skin as well. It has hyaluronic acid in it, rose distillate, and then it also has life everlasting flowers. So it does smell. I feel like this one, which vetiver is like one of my most favorite scents, it does have a vetiver smell. It's super, super light, because it's kind of plays with some of the other essential oils that are within this product. But if you find that you're someone who likes less grounding scents and they like something a little bit more uplifting, and I think that's one of the reasons that I will cycle through some of my serums, is because they all have different active ingredients, but they also smell very different. Where the citrus stem cell, that's kind of a brighter, cheery smell, and it kind of wakes up the skin. So I tend to do citrus in the morning, and then I anti-aging at night. So I'm getting the benefit of both, which is great.
Yeah.
And then the anti-aging facial oil, this is our moisturizer. So when you're gua shaing, what you want to do, I'll show you what this one looks like, if I can figure out.
Yeah.
So you want to apply a fair amount of oil, and I'm getting all over. So one of the things when you're gua shaing that's important is you want to focus obviously on all of your skin, but your tension starts with your neck. So you always want to start with the neck. So I'm going to kind of flip around here for a moment. This is our Gua Sha tool, which is made of jade. And the jade that we use is actually cut from a small family in China. One of our COO, Rachel, her dad lives in China. So he went and met with this family. But then, and it's real jade. So it's certified from the government, real jade, which is also really important because sometimes you can order tools like this and then you're not actually getting the stone that you thought you were getting. But this one, because it is real jade, then it also has the added benefit of magnesium within it. So that's also really important. But so when you're holding your tool, you want to have it as flat as possible as you're holding it. So you want to start at the crook of the neck. And as you guide up, you can give it a little wiggle.
So I just want to talk about what Gua Sha is before you explain how to do it. Yeah. So Gua Sha is a technique actually in Chinese medicine that we use to move stuck energy. And when you use Gua Sha for your complexion or your skin, it's also moving stuck energy so you can look more youthful because things tighten up the underneath muscles also tighten up. And I mean, I use Gua Sha for people who have colds or who have a chronic cough or areas where there's a lot of pain. So it's not just a cosmetic treatment. It's also for clearing energy that's stuck. Excuse me. So now we can go ahead and show how.
Yeah. No, I love that. Thank you. Yeah. So the oil, I'm using the anti-aging oil while I'm gua shaing, but you want to kind of work it up. So keep the stone as flat as possible. And then each time you make a movement, it's important to do it about 3 or 4 times, just so you're really getting in there. And the anti-aging oil that I'm using.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you want to be light with your pressure. You don't want to go dig in, even though it's tempting to dig in because it does feel really good. So. And the anti-aging oil that I'm using has a jojoba oil in it. So it's an oil that's very similar to your skin's oil. So sometimes I get that question like, what if I produce a lot of oil? Should I still be using a facial oil? Absolutely. You absolutely want to use the facial oil. It won't clog your pores because it's similar to what your face is already producing, but it also helps with like balancing your oil production. Because then sometimes if you use an oil when your face is already creating oil, then your face might say, hey, I have enough oil. I don't need to crease anymore. And then you won't create as much because your face isn't dry. So as you go around, so again, you want to keep it kind of, and you can use the different parts of the tool. So this part right here is really great for right about around your chin. And you want to hold one part of your face, so then that way you're not pulling and you're kind of helping with guiding. But this part right here is great also for the around the eyebrow. And everything you do, so you kind of want to count it out and be like, okay, I'm going to do each one 4 times because then you know on the other side exactly how many times you're going to go ahead and do that other side. And then this flat part of the tool right here is great for forehead, but it feels so good.
It does. Wish I could use it on my scalp.
I know. Well, I can't see why you couldn't. I guess the hair would be kind of crunchy feeling.
Yeah.
So you want to go around, and then especially right here, you just want to be ever so gently. And
I can't remember where I was before.
So as you're, and one of the things, I'll tell you a little bit about some of our newer products since you love Annmarie skincare so much, and I'm hoping your audience does too. So we do have coming out, which hasn't been released yet, is so kind of revealed here, but we have our activated CBD serum, which it has CBD in it. A lot of active ingredients, but also CBD. And the CBD that we're using in here is super unique, as it comes from a water soluble and a fat soluble CBD. So you're getting the benefits of both types of CBD that are created. It's a co-branded product with a company called Ojai Energetics. So we're not making and sourcing the CBD ourselves, but we're getting organic CBD that is unique to Ojai. As far as I know, I haven't seen any other CBD companies that use both water and fat soluble CBD. So it's pretty cool. But it smells fantastic, and that it has a little bit more of a creamier color.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because most of the serums that we use are clear, but this one's gonna be all oiled up.
And then shiny today.
I know, it'll be great. Yeah, and then so we have, every once in a while you'll see that we have new body products. So that was one of the things that you had mentioned. So this is our Enliven, which they're limited edition body oils and different products. So you can find these just under our website. So if you're somebody that's been using Annmarie skincare for a while and you haven't taken advantage of one of our limited edition products, they're all great. The benefit is that we have them, but sometimes people they get addicted to them. So even myself, I'll go on and know that we have not that much inventory, and I'll go in and order 4 bottles because I'm like, okay, it's about to be gone. But this is infused in coconut oil. It's very uplifting. And a lot of these mimic our old essential oil blends that we used to have. And so we just kind of bring them back and cycle them and things like that, because that's one of the things that because our products smell so unique and good, people are asking for like different oils and skin and perfumes and things like that, that they can use that have different essential oil blends that kind of mimic some of the products that we have on our shelf. So we try to do that with our body products. And I think that's pretty much it.
So I just want to mention another one of my favorites is the herbal recovery oil.
Yeah.
The smell of that one is a light herby smell that I just love. And I think it got lightened up recently, but I still love the smell of it. And then everything is very gentle. So like a lot of times if you use different kinds of soaps or shampoos, you'll walk into a room and everybody in the room can smell it. This is not that way. So it has a very light odor and it absorbs and it really just is good for you. So that's one of the things that I just love. And I want to talk about the little package that's available right now.
So that includes most of the products that we use today, the package. So it has the aloe herb cleanser. It has the aloe herb cleanser. It contains the anti-aging facial oil. And then it also contains the anti-aging serum in the package. And then as well as that, it has a free nerolling toning mist. These products that I'm showing you are all full size, but what we have within the package is we have a trial. So it contains around 2 weeks worth of product because it's kind of a travel size. So if you can imagine what it would look like if it was one of those travel sizes that you get from the store, that's the same size that you would get the trial kit in. And it's only $19.99 and it has free shipping to anyone who's in the US and Canada. So it's a great offer, especially if you haven't tried Annmarie skincare, or even if you have, but you haven't tried all these products before. It's also another good reason to kind of come in and trial. I know it's really hard sometimes to clean up your skincare, especially because people feel like if it's not, if it's not burning or if it's not like It's not
Mhm.
doing anything, but I really encourage people to, take a moment, slow down, and try cleaning up your skincare and
Mhm.
give the products a chance because your body, if you start using something, it kind of gets used to it. So when you make a change, your body is also going to make a change with that change. So you might not see the skin that you automatically, or it might start producing more oil, or it might like
Mhm.
look a little bit drier. But once you balance out your skin, that will go away. So I always say, like, give it 6 weeks, give it a little bit of time. And you'll notice such a change in your skin. You'll be very, very happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if you have, like, a lot of people talk to me about acne or breakouts or things like that. That's one of the things that the herbal recovery gel and oil are really good at, is helping with that, but it's not harsh. You don't want to just scrape your skin off in order to get rid of different things. And of course, there's always an internal treatment and an external treatment, but your skin is your largest organ, and you want to only put good quality, no chemicals added things on your skin. It's because it's basically just like eating, which is why I love that honey mask. You can actually literally obviously put it on your toes. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you could eat any of the products. I don't know if all of them would taste as good as the honey mask, but
Yeah. But that's something, like, you want the things that you put on your skin, you want to make sure it's as healthy as the food that you eat.
Mhm.
Um, and uh, and other skincare lines, you may not know this, if you're sensitive to gluten or sensitive to certain chemicals, they often contain gluten or various chemicals. And so again, this is one of the reasons I love these products, is they're clean, they're light, and they really do last a long time. So that little bottle that Andrea was showing us, is that will last me almost 5 months,
Mhm.
and I use them every day, twice a day. So yeah,
Yeah.
so they're really high quality, and the expense is small compared to how long they last. So
Yeah.
any final words you want to share with people?
Yeah, no, just thank you so much for having me, and
Mm.
definitely reach out if you have any questions. I will pay attention to the comments here on wherever, on Facebook and YouTube, wherever this is going to be posted, and I will do my best to answer all of those questions. I want to make sure that you understand, and thank you for letting me share all these beautiful products.
Thank you, and thank you for doing a facial. And you can also get the Gua Sha thing on the website if you're interested in doing that. And did you say how many times a week you should do this?
I mean, you can do it normally. When I do it, I'll just do it at night just because I have more time with my skincare. And you don't have to do the entire face, but if you do the entire face, it takes about 20 minutes.
Mhm.
So at least once a week, if you want to see really, just
Mhm.
some toning in the forehead and um, just some contouring and stuff around your face, then I would say maybe do it 2 or 3 times a week for a little bit, but then you can kind of back off and do it once a week just to maintain.
Yeah. And when you do something like this, it takes about 6 weeks to notice a difference, because
Mhm.
the shift in your cellular structure is about a 6-week process. So
Yeah.
don't think that on the first one you might notice a difference.
Yeah, it's the same as exercising pretty much, so
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Take care.
Bye, thank you.